Welcome into my gated community. You can call me the doorman. And here, I'd like to share with you some of the stories of how some of our, let's say, guests ended up here. Tonight's story is about Missy Bevers, the church murder, the Texas church murder. This case is still unsolved, so I have no one here to tell you about. This is a fascinating case, though, because the killer's caught on videotape. There's a mystery car and a whole bunch of theories. Let me share with you the details of this story.
April 18th, 2016, 1:58 a.m. at the SWFA sporting goods store parking lot. Security video captures a Nissan Altima pulling into the parking lot and suspiciously turning off its lights. After all that circling the parking lot and turning on and off the headlights, this car parks for over 3 minutes. I've sped it up for you. When I was watching this the first time, I noticed this light come on, and then, see right there? And then I noticed like 10 seconds later, the car gets up and goes. So I'm not sure if that spooked them or what.
So you can see why police want to talk to the driver of that Altima. Kind of strange behavior, especially when you see how close it is to the church. Take a look at this clip.
The car video came to light after SWFA posted it on YouTube last month. The store's owner says he immediately turned it over to police after the murder, but it was only recently posted online after an attempted break-in. Creekside Church of Christ in clear view from the gun store windows.
"3:50 a.m. The perpetrators first spotted on CCTV at Creekside Church.
Here's Midlothian Police Chief Carl Smith giving a press conference regarding the Missy Bevers case.
Good afternoon. My name is Carl Smith, and thank you for coming today. First of all, we want to offer our heartfelt condolences to the family of the victims. This is a tragic event for all involved, including our community. This morning at approximately 5 a.m., Midlothian officers and EMS were dispatched to an unresponsive person to the Creekside Church in the 5400 block of East Highway 287. Midlothian officers arrived at the location just after fire and department medics arrived on the scene, and the medics were attending an unresponsive female as officers entered the church. The officers observed a lot of glass, broken glass on the floor, and the female, as well as the female. They started the search of the building to make sure there were no other individuals in the facility. During the search, the officers found evidence of forced entry into the building, indicating a possible burglary. The entire building was searched and nobody was found. After that, the victim was pronounced deceased by Ellis County Justice of the Peace.
So Missy's husband, Brandon Bevers, speaks to the media the next day. And, you know, I don't know, but I believe the guy. He was on an annual fishing trip in Mississippi when it happened. And I know what you're saying. That's a perfect cover for a murder, right? Get out of town and then have someone else come in and kill your wife. I don't know. I just don't believe it. I kind of believe him. Take a look at this video of him.
I haven't had a lot of time to get emotional about this yet. I've been dealing with the immediate needs of my children. I mean, this morning I've had some. This morning I finally started thinking about the events that occurred yesterday morning, and so you know I'm starting with that process today. You got it?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Sorry about that, sir.
Well, the main purpose here today is solely to communicate to the people in the community and to everybody watching and listening. My wife was she was a godly woman, and she was a very she was very passionate about changing people's lives with fitness and changing their mental attitude towards their body and themselves and their abilities in life. And you know, personally, I haven't involved myself in a lot of what she does, but now that I'm seeing some of her campers, I've noticed a substantial impact that she's had on so many people's lives, and I'm very proud of her. And I just want it to be publicly known that we are very proud of all of the passion and effort that she's put into so many people's lives. As far as the perpetrator, I don't know, we still don't know who he is, but I ask everybody out there to review the video. I think you can get the video on the Midlothian Police Department's Facebook website. Look at the video. The person has a very distinct walk. There's just a very distinct mannerism about this person that should be very apparent to somebody. Okay? I don't believe there was a vehicle there. This perpetrator, I don't know if he walked into the facility or if he got, we don't know how he arrived at the facility. But I'm just hoping that somebody either saw something or somebody can recognize the mannerisms of this person on the video.
The FBI got involved with the case and asked a forensic podiatrist to study the mannerisms of the gait of the perpetrator in the case. Check out this clip.
The FBI asked Dr. Nierenberg to apply his expertise to video of the Missy Bevers murder suspect.
When I took this case on, I had a police officer put on similar armor and walk with and without the armor.
He says wearing that heavy gear and carrying the weapon would affect gait. So it's difficult to know if that's how the killer would move in regular clothing. And while much has been made of the way the suspect walks,
you can see how the left foot is just slightly out-toed there and the right is significantly out-toed in this person.
Nierenberg says that is not uncommon.
A large number of people in the population obviously are going to have that.
Another big question in the case is gender. People aren't sure if the killer is a man or a woman. And Dr. Nierenberg says neither is he.
You can't make a determination if it's a male or a female because of variation in gait. That is a dangerous thing to do.
This is not the only video Nierenberg studied. He says investigators from the case sent him recordings of people to see if he thought they walked like the suspect.
The FBI sent me persons who were of both genders. I don't believe they knew that they were being recorded.
Of the men and women they sent you, how many did you say could be possibilities?
I believe one.
He says the FBI thanked him for his time and said they'd be in touch if they developed new evidence. That hasn't happened. He says the one thing about the case that he can't forget is the video never seen by the public.
It just sticks with you because you know what's coming.
He saw Missy Bevers inside the church. He says she turned her head, startled, appearing to hear something off camera. It was very likely the moment she realized she was not alone.
We've all watched those horror movies where you say you got to get out of that house, and and this was the real thing.
So it's a little over 5 years now since Missy Bevers was murdered. Police are calling it an open investigation, and they still haven't found the car from the sporting goods parking lot that night, or that early morning, I should say. And some of the theories are that it was an interrupted burglary, that the husband did it, that the father-in-law did it, that a jilted wife or girlfriend of his did it, that someone from boot camp did it. It's just all over the map, and you know, it could be any of those or it could be none of those until we know. We have plenty of room for them here. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next Visitors Day. I'm the doorman, and don't let me catch you in my gated community.